I'm retired now, but definitely still doing the work, and so appreciative to you and Reverend Dr. Sharon Anderson and so many others for having me here today. So I am Troy Dante Prestwood, Chair of the Ward 8 Democrats. Give it up for Ward 8. You're here in Ward 8. And so, you know, that's my title today, but the most important title I have is fourth generation Washingtonian, just like Bradley. And, you know, it's an honor to be here before you today on my birthday weekend to bring attention to this urgent fight for voting rights right here in our country. You know, the fight for voting rights is no longer something that happened in the distant past. It's no longer something that's happening in a faraway country. It's something that's happening right here in our country. And it's happening right here in the here and now. But as John Lewis teaches us, it's never the wrong time to stand up for what's right. And we must stand up to this injustice. Whenever we find it, we must stand up to injustice. It doesn't matter how we look. It doesn't matter if we act the same, look the same, love the same. We must still stand up because everyone deserves the equal access to the ballot box. And so that we can exercise our constitutional rights. Nowhere is this more pronounced than right here in Washington, D.C., the nation's capital. I heard Bradley say it earlier, but you can also call it the last colony. Whatever you call it, the district is home to more than 700,000 American citizens, many of whom are black and brown, and yet we are treated as second-class citizens in this country. You see, we don't have full voting rights in the U.S. Congress. Some of you may be shocked by that, but it's true. We lack a vote in the House, and we lack 2 senators in the Senate. All of this despite having a population that outnumbers the size of 2 states and is on par with several other states. All of this despite the fact that we pay more in federal taxes per capita than all the states combined. Not combined, but all the states. Or the fact that we send our sons and daughters off to fight in wars that we do not get to vote on, to declare. By the way, I want to shout out all the veterans who are here. Thank you, veterans, especially those who are from Washington, D.C., because you do not get full votes in the Congress like we want you to. But my friends, it's time right now to end this injustice once and for all. I know this is a nonpartisan event, but one party is not like the other. And I must also say that in the spirit of this being a nonpartisan event, let me say that neither party has fully lived up to the promise of protecting our American ideals of the right to vote. So that's why we call on Congress, no matter who they are, every member from every part of this country, especially senators, to fully pass S1 for the People Act. It's right on your table, let's pass it. Fully pass H.R. 4, the John Lewis Voting Rights Act. It's on your table, let's pass it. And of course, let's pass H.R. 51, the D.C. Statehood Admission Act. It's on your table, let's pass it. Call your congressman, call your congresswoman, call your senator, call your state rep. I don't care who you call, but let's call somebody. Because now is the time to pass these bills. And so as John Lewis often said, together, let's get in good trouble, necessary trouble, and let's help redeem the soul of America. Thank you so much. God